Here's your wrestling news for November 17th, 2025. Your headlines for today include real reason Charlotte Flair walked out of women's WarGames revealed, major update on Tony D'Angelo's WWE absence revealed, Mercedes Moné wins 13th championship at Superclash, faces major fan backlash, TNA forced fan out of arena, Tony Khan gets involved, Seth Rollins injury update revealed, sooner return being discussed. Tyler Breeze and Fandango back together, emotional Breezango return. CM Punk called out by WWE star after bold promo challenge. Logan Paul declared better than the entire AEW roster, and more. The women's WarGames match at Survivor Series took an unexpected turn on Smackdown, where Charlotte Flair made it clear she wants no part in the upcoming battle. Despite Alexa Bliss officially joining Team Rhea Ripley, Flair walked away from the group and confirmed that she has no interest in helping the Eradicator and her team in this battle. While WWE presented it as a dramatic exit, new, though unconfirmed reports from dirt sheets suggest there may be a real reason behind Charlotte's walkout. The situation reportedly traces back to September 2025, when Flair missed a Smackdown episode after being medically uncleared due to an injury in her right foot. She was originally scheduled to team with Alexa Bliss, but WWE needed a way to write her out of the match. As a result, Chelsea Green and Alba Fire blindsided her during her entrance on the previous show, a storyline attack designed to explain her absence. While the angle played out on TV, the underlying injury was legitimate and left her unable to compete. With Flair sidelined, the planned tag team match was dropped and Bliss was moved into a singles match instead. Fans who saw Flair backstage at the time noted she was wearing a cast on her right foot. According to the latest reports, she is once again dealing with the same injury and is currently not medically cleared for Survivor Series. To officially rule her out of the premium live event, WWE appears to have used the walkaway segment on SmackDown as the on-screen explanation, closing the door on Flair's involvement in the WarGames match. However, it's important to note that these updates are coming from unconfirmed sources, and WWE has not officially addressed Charlotte's injury status or her removal from WarGames. Tony D'Angelo hasn't appeared on WWE programming since July 15, 2025, leaving fans with months of uncertainty about his status. That silence finally shifted this week. According to Fightful Select, the NXT star was spotted backstage at the November 11th NXT taping in Orlando, his first confirmed appearance around WWE in months. Fightful had been checking with Performance Center staff and NXT talent throughout his absence, but consistently came up empty until now. The report noted that D'Angelo wasn't in his wrestling gear and didn't record anything for television, but those backstage said it was genuinely good to see him around again. Despite not appearing on NXT television or at the Performance Center for an extended period, D'Angelo remains under contract. The current belief is that WWE may simply be waiting for the right creative direction before bringing him back on screen. For now, Tony D appears to be laying low, but this backstage sighting is the strongest indication yet that he's still with WWE and that a potential return could already be in motion. Do you think Tony D'Angelo has another major run left in NXT, or is it time for WWE to move him to the main roster? Let us know how you'd book his comeback in the comments. Mercedes Moné has added yet another accolade to her stacked resume, capturing the APAC Women's Championship at House of Glory's Superclash event to bring her total title count to 13. The win came in Brentwood, New York on November 15th, where Moné faced Malaysian standout Noor Phoenix Diana in a highly anticipated matchup. Before the bell even rang, Moné set the tone. The ring announcer dramatically unrolled a scroll and read off all 12 championships she had previously held, reinforcing her reputation as one of the most decorated wrestlers in the world before the action even started. Diana, defending her title on US soil for the first time, pushed Moné throughout the match and nearly retained after landing her signature Eye of the Phoenix. The near fall brought the crowd to its feet, but momentum shifted late as Moné connected with the Money Maker to secure the victory. With the win, Mercedes Moné walked out of Brentwood holding her 13th championship and extending her ongoing run as one of wrestling's dominant belt collectors. Do you think it's the right time to wrap up the belt collector storyline, and should Moné start dropping some of her titles moving forward? Sound off in the comments below. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. A longtime Florida wrestling fan was removed from a TNA taping this week, and he's now calling the company out publicly. Jacob Cohen, well known in the wrestling community for regularly attending WWE, AEW, and TNA events, says he was ejected from Full Sail University on November 15th after being wrongly accused of filming the show. According to Cohen, the situation began when TNA management confronted him over suspicions that he was recording the taping. He claimed that he proved he wasn't filming, but despite that, staff still escorted him out of the building. Cohen also says he won't be receiving a refund for his ticket. Cohen has a long history of posting live spoiler notes from the shows he attends, and his account included photos from this particular taping as well. While TNA hasn't linked those posts directly to his removal, it raises the possibility that they may have influenced the decision, even if the official reason given was recording. Some promotions, including WWE, routinely play a pre-show warning reminding fans that filming is prohibited. It remains unclear whether TNA issued any similar notice that night. With the situation getting attention online, the fallout quickly crossed company lines, setting up an unexpected response from AEW. Tony Khan is turning the messy TNA incident into a win for AEW. The AEW and ROH boss stepped in with an open invitation, taking to X/Twitter to reach out directly to Cohen and saying, "Jacob Cohen, you're always welcome at AEW and ROH." With AEW now stepping into the conversation and TNA yet to clarify their side, the situation is only gaining more attention. Do you think TNA handled this the right way, or did Tony Khan just turn this into an easy win for AEW? Seth Rollins may be sidelined, but his latest public appearance is already fueling speculation about a potentially quicker recovery than first expected. Just weeks after confirming he suffered a torn rotator cuff and would be out for 6 months, Rollins was spotted without his sling at Stone Cold Steve Austin's Broken Skull Beer anniversary celebration. The event was held at El Segundo Brewing Company in California on November 15th, where Rollins arrived with Becky Lynch and appeared in a group photo, noticeably not wearing the shoulder sling he had used during his last media appearance. Fans last saw Rollins on Halloween when he surprised the Good Morning Football crew by unmasking himself from a Stanley the Bear costume, revealing his arm in a sling. During that live broadcast, he openly shared how long he expected to be out of action for: 6 months. While the Beer Bash photo briefly showed him sling-free, a separate video clip from the same event later confirmed he had the sling back on. That suggests he likely removed it just for the picture, but even a short removal could still hint at encouraging early progress following surgery. During his absence, Rollins has taken on a temporary role as a guest analyst for NFL Network, keeping himself active while he recovers. WWE has not announced an official return date yet, but the visual updates are giving fans reason to believe his recovery might be trending in the right direction. Fans in Orlando were treated to a major nostalgia moment after the November 15th TNA television tapings, as Tyler Breeze made an unannounced appearance that quickly turned into a full-on Breezango reunion. What began as a fun post-show segment quickly became one of the night's most memorable scenes. Once the tapings concluded at Full Sail University, Fandango decided to entertain the crowd and the locker room. As his classic WWE theme music hit, he led TNA stars like Moose and Eddie Edwards in performing his signature dance taunt. The atmosphere shifted instantly when Tyler Breeze suddenly walked out and pointed directly at Fandango, setting up a reunion no one in attendance saw coming. Fandango tore off his shirt, and the two immediately snapped into their signature Breezango pose, drawing a massive pop from the crowd. Breeze then entered the ring, where the longtime partners shared an emotional embrace as members of the TNA roster surrounded them in support. The moment felt genuine, unfiltered, and fully deserved for a team that built its legacy on charisma and connection. For fans who followed their rise through NXT and their comedic run on Smackdown, the reunion delivered every bit of the nostalgia they'd hoped for. And with Fandango recently acknowledging he's nearing the end of his in-ring career, the timing made the moment even more meaningful. Grayson Waller sparked major attention at a recent NXT live event in Chicago after pulling off one of his boldest stunts yet, right in CM Punk's hometown. The crowd erupted when Punk's entrance music hit, setting off immediate speculation that the WWE World Heavyweight Champion was making a surprise appearance. That excitement turned into frustration within seconds when it became clear the man walking out wasn't Punk at all, but Grayson Waller. Once he stepped through the curtain, Waller committed fully to the bit. He mimicked Punk's trademark entrance, shouted "It's clobberin' time," and even sat cross-legged in the center of the ring, sending a loud and intentional message to Chicago fans. The reaction flipped instantly, with cheers turning into boos as the crowd realized they'd been swerved. Waller's actions didn't come out of nowhere. He's been taking shots at CM Punk for months across social media and television, and he's openly said he would welcome a promo battle with the champion. Choosing Chicago, the city most synonymous with Punk, to escalate things made the stunt feel calculated rather than comedic. With WWE continuing to blur the lines between live event moments and storyline developments, Waller's mockery could easily be a hint at something bigger. The heat he generated in Chicago shows there's real interest if WWE decides to move forward with this direction. Should the company lean into it and give Waller the confrontation he's clearly pushing for? And would you want to see CM Punk step in and shut him down in the ring? Let us know how you'd book this potential feud. Logan Paul's WWE career may still be young, but one wrestling veteran believes he's already surpassed some of the biggest names in the industry. On a new episode of The Stevie Richards Show, the former WWE and ECW star didn't hesitate when asked whether Logan Paul is better than the entire AEW roster. I'm gonna say easy, Logan Paul is better than everybody in AEW. Richards backed his stance with specifics, listing top AEW names to make his point clear. Jon Moxley, yes. Darby Allin, Will Ospreay, yes. Swerve Strickland, yes. Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, yes. For Richards, the advantage comes down to character work, star presence, and pacing, areas he feels Logan Paul excels in far beyond expectations. He praised Logan for performing with veteran-level discipline, delivering highlights without overwhelming the audience. He's a character. I can hate or love Logan Paul, and he's every bit as athletic as all of them. He's proven it. He doesn't debut all 12 moves at the same time, he doesn't give you everything, he makes something special happen in a Logan Paul match every time he has it. Richards went even further, clarifying that his comparison isn't limited to AEW. In his view, Logan Paul is outperforming nearly everyone in WWE as well. I'm saying he's better than 98% of the WWE roster as well. He credited Logan's focused training, smart presentation, and strong sense of self-branding, qualities that he believes gives him a major edge in an environment where many wrestlers face creative limitations. The result, according to Richards, is a celebrity-turned-wrestler who consistently delivers big moments. Do you agree with Stevie Richards? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Pro wrestling has lost one of its most respected and enduring voices, as Bob Caudle, best known for his years with Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling and later WCW, has passed away at the age of 95. His son confirmed the news early Sunday morning, and Mid-Atlantic Gateway shared the update on social media, writing, "It is with a very sad heart that I report that Bob Caudle has passed away. He was 95 years old. His son Mike wrote this morning that Bob passed away peacefully in his sleep overnight. Our thoughts, prayers, and love go out to his family. More information will be forthcoming." Caudle's career became synonymous with Jim Crockett Promotions throughout the 70s and 80s. Working from WRAL-TV in Raleigh, he handled play-by-play duties for some of wrestling's most recognizable syndicated programs, including Worldwide Wrestling and Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. When Crockett Promotions was later sold to Ted Turner and transitioned to WCW, Caudle remained a steady presence on WCW Worldwide Wrestling and continued calling early events such as Starrcade and Clash of Champions. His voice became a defining part of that era's wrestling identity, shaping how generations of fans experienced the sport on television. What's your favorite Bob Caudle memory? Do you think today's wrestling commentary carries the same classic touch he brought to the booth? Share your thoughts and tributes in the comments below. After Smackdown concluded this week, a post-show dark match featured Io Sky facing off against Roxanne Perez. Rhea Ripley accompanied Sky to the ring, while Raquel Rodriguez stood in the corner of Perez. As the match reached its final moments, Raquel tried to get involved by attacking Sky from ringside, however, Ripley immediately stepped in. Ripley grabbed Rodriguez and physically threw her back into the ring. She followed up by hitting her with a devastating clothesline, taking her completely out of the equation. The interference backfired on Raquel, giving Sky the opening she needed to regain control of the match. Sky capitalized and scored the victory over Perez, then celebrated with Ripley to close out the night. With Survivor Series approaching and WarGames looming, the alliances and rivalries are becoming crystal clear, and Rhea Ripley isn't waiting for TV time to send her message. Don't miss our next video coming at 5:30 p.m. Eastern with all the latest wrestling updates. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.